Hey Panthers, this week on Panther Talk, we'll take a closer look at things you need to know before taking the ACT.
We'll highlight the importance of Black History Month.
We'll introduce one of Brookwood's newest teachers.
And much, much more that you're not going to want to miss. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Coda.
And this is your Panther Talk.
Welcome back, Panthers, to another episode of Your Panther Talk.
I have got some seriously big news.
What is it? Tell me.
Although this year we've lost a lot of opportunities and had so many changes that it's really hard to count, we will be having a prom 2021.
For real? What? When?
Prom has a set date of April 17th, and the tickets will be going on sale at the beginning of March. Although it's very exciting, and this is some shocking news, it's also very important for everyone to know that the tickets are limited and the seniors get first priority.
Juniors, with the ACT coming up, it is important to know some tips and tricks to make a good grade. Let's see what kind of advice Thatcher and Nate have for upcoming test takers.
Hey everybody, it's that time of year again, and with the ACT coming up, we know nerves are running high. But here at Panther Talk, we know you've got this. You've been studying hard, but there's still some tips to remember, and here to tell you about them is Miss Barnett.
So the first few things are going to be before the test, so make sure that you're practicing. ACT Online Prep is a great resource that we have for our juniors this year to practice with sample tests. Those username and passwords have been distributed, so if you did not get yours, make sure you come see me. Now let's talk about some tips for the test day. Be sure that you go into the test with a plan, that you pick an answer going into the test that you're going to stick with if you do not know the answer to a question or if you're running out of time. Be sure that you go back and that you recheck every test if you have time. Every section is going to be timed, and some have more time than others. Especially in the science, I would like to encourage you, don't let fancy words throw you off. So if it's a name you can't pronounce, just substitute it with a name that you can pronounce and move on. As always, go with your gut. If you feel like C is the right choice, then you definitely want to pick C. I would encourage you to definitely eliminate wrong answers in each section. This will narrow it down and give you a better percentage of getting that question right. You will take the writing section as a junior here at Brookwood High School, and one of the main things I would suggest in that section is that you go in and you outline your paragraphs or your essays first.
Take it from me, somebody who's never taken the ACT before. You've got this. Now back to you in the studio.
Nice. I wish I would have known some of these tips before taking the ACT. Thanks, Nate and Thatcher. Make sure you're practicing for the ACT by visiting onlineprep.act.org/login. If you don't have your login or don't know how to get it, Miss Barnett can help you get that information. The ACT will be given for free to the junior class on March 9th. On this day, the 9th, 10th, and 12th graders will have an e-learning day. Hey Coda, have you heard that this month is Black History Month?
Yes, I did. I also heard that Leon Atkins was cooking up something special here at Brookwood High School. Let's see how he's doing.
Black History Month started in the second week of February in 1926. At first it was called African American Week, where it stayed stagnant.
And it was only for 1 week until the celebration expanded to a month in 1976.
When President Gerald Ford urged Americans to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans. Over time, in many cultures, the month-long celebration offers an opportunity to reimagine what possibilities lie ahead.
Apart from this, Black History Month isn't just a month to celebrate, it's a movement. It's something that should be celebrated year-round. Black History Month is an opportunity to understand Black histories going beyond stories of racism and slavery to spotlight Black achievements, such as
Activists, foot soldiers, writers, artists, Olympians, and also American leaders.
In addition to that, Black culture has influenced a lot of things in the past, present, and future, such as music, dance, art, literature, and everyday fashion. It has influenced so many things.
And here in the Brookwood community, these are the faces that are helping represent Black History Month, the Panther Way.
That's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. can feel it in my bones.
Thank you, Leon. That gave me a better understanding of the importance of Black History Month.
Yeah, Coda, that was pretty inspiring. On February 12th, our very own mass media class attended the Alabama Scholastic Press Association's annual media competition for the third time. However, things were a bit different this year due to COVID.
The competition was held virtually and students could still attend sessions to learn more about media, and they were even able to attend awards from right here at Brookwood High School.
Some of our students even won awards.
Oh really? Who?
Panther Talk as a whole received an honor rating for overall broadcast, and Jackson Colson won an honorable mention for his reporting in the Veterans Day package, and an honorable mention in a Site Sportscaster anchor.
Garrick Donaldson won first place for his broadcast human interest feature story about the quarantine relief package, and second place for his story reporting for the Halloween door decorations package.
Leon Atkins placed second in the human interest feature story category for his package about Elliot and her new baby.
Austin Moore won first place for videography on the quarantine relief package.
Miranda Turner won second place on her creative video about COVID-19.
Dylan Hoyditch won first place for Spots News coverage on his career tech donation package.
Alyssa Smith won third place for editing the Halloween door decoration package.
Wyatt Smith received first place for sports anchor.
Kayla Brown won third place for her creative video about drinking and driving.
Also, Kayla and Wyatt won second for their broadcast stand-up package that they did specifically for this competition. This is Kayla's second time placing in this category. Let's take a look at their award-winning package.
Hey, my name is Wyatt Smith, and I'm here today to tell you about an organization that has made a lasting impact in our community. The Grace Place is a nonprofit charity where volunteers help meet not just the physical needs of their community, but they also spread their faith in hopes to encourage others and give them their sense of hope in their desperate times of need.
We call it a mercy ministry. We exist, like I tell people, to give resources away for the glory of God and the good of others. We call a missions room. It has household items for anybody that's had a house fire or storm damage or anything like that, or just homeless and need items to survive.
The Grace Place helps many people in all types of situations, but one circumstance sticks out the most to Jason.
This last Christmas, I went and greeted one lady that was in line. She mentioned to me that she didn't sign up for the Christmas shop, and she mentioned that her grandson needed a bike. It just so happened that morning, I had a pastor friend of mine call me and say, Jason, I've got a bike to give away. Do you have anybody that would like it? Not knowing that she would pull up to receive that bike. It was good the way God kind of just brought those things together.
They believe every day is a new day to spread an important message to people in need.
Every day gives me an opportunity to display God's grace to those people who need to know that they're loved by their Creator. I tell people that we do what we do because we love Jesus. Jesus loves them, therefore we love them.
It is really inspiring to see people in this community come together and do stuff for the people that are in need. But until then, I'm Wyatt Smith reporting from Panther Talk. Back to you.
Wow, that was really good. I can't wait to go to competition again next year. I do know one thing. Brookwood High School has welcomed many new teachers, including a new one on the history hallway. Have you met Mr. Hammonds yet?
Not yet, but I do know that Dylan and Christian have. Let's see what they have to say about Brookwood's newest addition.
That's right, Maddie. Let's check in with one of Brookwood's newest coaches.
My name is Kyle Hammonds. I've been teaching this is my 17th year, and happy to be here at Brookwood.
What drives his passion for teaching history is a desire for history to change the future.
There's a famous quote that says if we don't learn from our mistakes from history, we're doomed to repeat them. So that's one of the main reasons I love history.
He says that hearing great things about our school is what brought him here.
I knew some people, some of the other employees that work here, and they told me what a great school it was, and I was looking for a change, so this seemed to be a good fit.
One thing every student wants to know about their teacher is what they expect of them. Hammond says he expects his student to go above and beyond of what is asked of them.
Strive to do more than what they're asked to do and have great character.
Students say they can't wait to see the way he will impact students both inside the classroom and out on the field. I'm Dylan, reporting from Panther Talk. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Dylan. I might have to stop by one of these days. He sounds like a pretty cool guy.
One of Brookwood's most talented teachers has two very interesting abilities. Let's hit the high notes with Torindo.
That's right, Maddie. We are here with science teacher Mr. Redden, who has not only one talent, but two special talents to share with us today.
I started singing actually in school, in my music classes, but I also started singing with my dad's choir years ago in church.
Even though his talents are low-key, Mr. Redden can sing in every key.
My life goes on in endless song.
Although he has a busy job as a teacher, Mr. Redden still finds a way to balance his career and activities so he still has time to sing. Mr. Redden also ballroom dances with his wife and has been taking part in this activity for years now.
Slow, fast, fast, slow. When we started dating, she had already belonged to a group that did ballroom dancing, and that was a good way for us to go out on a date. And you do that until the music stops. Thank you, Barnaby.
We have some truly talented people within the classrooms here at Brookwood. Props to Barnaby and of course Mr. Redden. I'm Tarando, back to you in the studio.
He's really got some moves.
Let's hit it with the sports highlights from RJ and Garrig.
Yo! Welcome, Panthers. I'm RJ Epps. And I'm Gary Donaldson. And this is your Panther Sports. T.J. Cox and Dalton Cochran headed to Lake Jordan in Elmer County, Alabama for yet another fishing tournament on a cold and rainy day on February 6, 2021. After hours of waiting, they caught 5 fish weighing in at 8.5 pounds. This led to 16th place and a winning of $300.
The wrestling team will head to Mountain Brook High School on February 18th through 20th for the state championship matches. Zeke Cadell, Christian Penley, Sparky Griffin, Kay Guyton, Cody Martin, and Spencer Cooper will all be competing.
The varsity girls had 3 games this past week. Although they came up short to Bibb County 52-43, they were able to take care of Oak Grove at home, winning 48-22.
They then headed to Northridge to start off the area tournament on Tuesday, February 9th. Unfortunately, the girls fell to the Lady Jaguars to end their season with a 13-13 overall record. The varsity boys also had some tough battles this week. Carson Bean's 21 points led the boys to a 53-42 victory over the Choctaws on Tuesday, February 2nd. Then, on Friday, February 5th, the boys came in ready to make up for their loss suffered earlier in November against Oak Grove.
The boys battled hard, and with the roaring student section behind them, they stunned the Tigers with a 63-54 victory. Gary Donaldson's 15 points and Caleb Davis's 11 points and 4 assists led the way to the win. Varsity then headed into a battle against Bryan to start their area tournament play. Despite being down by 5 at the half, Brookwood couldn't hold on running and suffered a hard loss of 46-31. The boys' record ended up being 10-15.
With softball season right around the corner, the girls are getting ready for their chance to make up for what they lost last year after the pandemic put an end to their season.
The players and even assistant coach Matt Robertson are excited for this new season.
I feel like our coaching staff is working very hard for us, and they are helping us accomplish our goals, especially our head coach, Coach Clark. He's working very hard, especially coming from the middle school every day, coming to the high school field.
I was pretty confident. We got a good coaching staff, so it's kind of feed off each other. We can bounce questions off each other. And
although they played a tournament at Thompson this weekend, they were supposed to play Sipsey Valley earlier that week.
Well, our first home game already got canceled because of quarantines, and then in the dugout we have to try to stay 6 feet apart, and we have to wear masks, and we can't shake hands after the games and that.
Despite such an unconventional season, everyone is still ready to get this year started.
we have a lot of hard workers, good attitudes, and that's, you work hard. Even if you're not as athletic, you work hard, and you become better than you were before, just by hard work alone.
I feel like Kylie Ferris will have the most impact on the team because it's her senior season. She's a really good kid, and she knows how to set the team straight.
I'm very excited, and I feel like the team is very prepared, and hope we come out with some wins.
On top of that, baseball also has their first game on Monday, February 15th at Bibb County.
So the NBA All-Star game is coming up soon. Who's your pick?
Man, I got King James coming in clutch.
Had to pick my boy from Bama, Colin Sexton. But until next time, I'm Gary Donaldson.
And I'm RJ Epps.
And this is your Panther Sports.
Thanks, guys. Keep us updated on the latest scores and upcoming games.
There will be a co-ed soccer game against Northside at Brookwood High School on March 8th starting at 5 o'clock.
Baseball will play Wetumpka at Helena on February 27th at 1:30 and will play against Sipsey Valley at home starting at 4.
Varsity girls basketball tryouts will be May 3rd and May 4th from 3:30 to 5:30 in the competition gym. All players must have a Dragonfly account and must have a current physical, along with a concussion form and a consent form uploaded to Dragonfly.
Any girl interested in trying out for the 2021 Brookwood High School volleyball team will need to see Coach Vickers in room B207 during transition times. You must have an active Dragonfly account, must have a current physical, a concussion form, and a consent form uploaded to Dragonfly in order to try out. Tryouts will be held March 8th through March 10th, 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Now let's go to Austin Moore to take a look at one of our athletes who's taking steps towards their future.
One of our very own softball players, Ashlyn Holman, signed with Snead State Community College last week. Let's go take a look at her signing.
I think I have known Ashlyn since she was in 7th grade, which is the case of all these seniors. So this is always really, really special to me because I've known y'all so long, and I love being able to be a part of this with you. It's a great place, and I'm sure you're going to be very, very happy there.
I'd like to thank my family for encouraging me and pushing me to live my life through Christ the best that I can. I'd like to thank my teammates and my classmates and my teachers for helping me develop into the best student athlete I can be, and my coaches for always pushing me and never letting me stop and helping me get to this point.
Everyone is so proud to see yet another one of Brookwood's athletes getting ready to continue their athletic career. We decided to catch up with Ashlyn after her signing. This wasn't a decision that was just handed to Ashlyn. She had to contemplate as to which college she wanted to go to until she finally found out the one that was right for her.
It was hard at first, but once I toured all the colleges, it became very easy to me that Snead State was the college for me.
Thank you, Ashlyn. We can't wait to see how much you will grow in your time at Snead. I'm Austin Moore. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Austin. We're all so proud of Ashlyn, and we can't wait to see who else gets the opportunity to sign this year. There will be a new restaurant opening in Brookwood on March 1st called Sweetie Peas.
Also, keep your ears open for more information on the new pizza place coming to Brookwood. Speaking of new businesses, Maddie, have you heard of the new business that just opened in Brookwood?
No? What is it?
It's a new business that's selling everything from chickens to soaps to wax melts.
Oh, really? What else do they sell?
A whole bunch of stuff. Let's go to Leon Atkins.
Hi, my name is Leon Atkins reporting here at Precious Lights, a new building here in the Brookwood community located next to the Dollar General and Marathon, where they sell a variety of jams, custom blankets, jewelry, candles, and much more. The Brookwood community is so happy to have them here. Let's go catch up with the owners to see what they had to say.
Well, we've been making candles for about 15 years now, and so we finally decided that we wanted to take that step. You know, I see a lot of good coming here because we do a lot of good for the communities too.
Aside from running a successful business, one other goal they have is to help others in the community.
I think we're in a good location, we got a good spot, and you know, we're good people, so I think it's going to grow and be a big thing here.
Owners say that they are open and ready for people to come in and shop. I'm Leon Atkins reporting from Brookwood High School. Back to you guys in the studio.
Wow, they offer a lot of stuff. I can't wait to check it out. We have a new anchor on set, and he's making waves in the late night scene.
Wait, you mean Femi Jalen? The world's famous talk show host?
Yes, I do. Let's head over to Femi and see his special guests that he had on his most recent episode.
Welcome to the Femi Jalen Show, where not only do we have 1, but 2, but 3 cameras, we have a whole lot of fun too. So let's welcome our first guest of the evening. We have Moore Alston. Let's give a little round of applause. He is not only a FIFA world champion, but I mean, he knows a little bit about video games as well. Let's talk to Moore Alston.
Yeah, I just came out of the FIFA World Cup on PlayStation 4 actually, because PlayStation's the wave.
Right.
It was very hard to get there, but I'm very into the soccer games, you know.
Oh, also welcoming our second guest, we have Brown Kayla, a world-renowned scientist, and something she does, I have no clue what she does, guys. Tell us about what you do.
I'm a pro golfer for the Brazilian team in Brazil, and I help kids.
I thought you was a scientist, though.
Ooh, I'm also a scientist, yes.
Oh, okay. You are a scientist?
Yes.
Do you help with little kids as well? I heard something about that.
Yes. I actually created the cure for cancer.
Tell us a little bit about that then.
It took
all right, good job. All right, awesome. Back to your video games. I mean, I know y'all love the PS5. I mean, are you right? Tell us a little bit about what you design and stuff, you know.
I'm designing another soccer game, right?
Right.
But with animals. Animals.
Will there be elephants?
There will be elephants, and you know, the giraffe, the tiger, you know, the lion, and even.
Right. We all do animals. We all do animals.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right, Brown Kayla, tell me a little bit about your golfing career. I heard it's pretty good, you know.
Yes, I've actually been working for the WNBA for as long as I can remember, and I finally won.
You say the WNBA?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, you know, it's about that time of the day right now. We're going to do our special guest from one lucky fan sending a very special item. It is fan 22056. He sent a special item. You know, he said we might be able to use it. I don't know. But it's in here somewhere. Hey, you want to give me a hand? Yeah. It's a very big item. All right, here you go. All right, I don't know what it's used for, but I mean, this is it. I mean, I don't know much more you can ask for. I mean, thanks, man. All right, this is the new item. I think we put it together. I'm not very sure, but we appreciate all sends. We love any gift you give us. I think this is what is this, a mic boom? Is that what they call them, mic booms?
Mic boom, something like that.
Thank you, fan 2207. Hey, Dylan, can we get some good shots right here? Get some good audio?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, let's talk to more Austin a little bit more about your soccer career.
You talking about video games, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not no athlete or whatever, But
hey, just keep rolling.
Yeah. So the animal soccer, right? We're worried about making a new map. We feel like there is not enough maps in the game. Okay. We feel like there's not enough maps in the game, so we have created a jungle thing, right?
Davis, bro, you're fired, bro. I'm done with this, bro. God, bro. Keep going, bro. Keep going.
Yeah, and the jungle, right?
Right. Kelly, you got anything else you'd like to say? Any other conversation?
What kind of jungle? Like African? Safari?
I was thinking more like a safari type,
Just like Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I help kids in Africa.
Oh, really? So you think you can help me? Like
Yes.
get like a plan down?
Yes. Kids soccer with animals.
I like it.
Kids soccer with you. Hey, I'm Femi John, and this was the Femi John Show. We'll see you next time, guys.
Golly, Femi gets me dying every episode. I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, and my condolences to that poor microphone guy. He was just trying to do his job. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Coda, and this was your Panther Talk. Because you know how when
Yeah, the teachers. Water. Oh my God.
Let go of it.
Quarterback.
Don't touch that to get my hand off of it, and then once you get it set.
The rings around the green.
God, I need to clear my throat.
You guys might go on, right?
Well, they're gonna hear me coughing in high definition. I got it.
Where's that?
I got it. Starting at the ACT package, we're gonna redo that, and then.
Yo, that was cash.
I know, but you're right, everyone does it.
Okay.
Ready?
Have a ball. Yo, that's weird. Hold on.
You don't have to say the last part if you don't want to.
Okay, go ahead.
This week on Panther
Oh,
Talk.
wait. No, start over. There was something in my eye. Although this year with sorry.